How to make nether portals link up between the dimensions. Hey guys, it's Chad. Nether portals obviously been around for a very long time, ever since the Nether update, which is actually when I started playing Minecraft right before the Nether was added to the game. Well, I'm really surprised at how many people don't realize how you link up Nether portals. If you have multiple Nether portals in the overworld and then multiple in the Nether, sometimes they won't link correctly. So here, this video, we are going to explain absolutely everything there is to know about making sure these Nether portals will link every time you go through them.
So here we are inside of Minecraft, and lucky for us, we have another portal right here. This is decorated because of a previous episode of OMG Craft. But before we go in, we should take a look at our coordinates. So we're going to go ahead and hit F3. It looks like the coordinates for right here actually are negative. I'm going to not quite jump into it quite yet, but it looks like it's negative 35 once I'm inside of those portal frames, and negative 36. So pretty easy, basically almost negative 35, negative 35. So let's go ahead and jump inside of there. When you're in creative mode, you immediately teleport to the other side. And you can see on the other side, we are at 11, negative 5. So if you didn't know this, inside of the Nether, for every block that you move horizontally, which means left, right, or really east, west, north, south, not vertically, which is up and down, but any horizontal block that you move in the Nether, you're actually moving 8 blocks in the overworld. If you didn't know, those are the two different names for the dimensions, the Nether and the overworld, overworld being the world that you first spawn into when you start a game. So every block that we move in the Nether is 8 blocks in the overworld, making travel by Nether really, really useful as long as you can link up your portals. So, all we really have to do is divide or multiply by 8, depending on what dimension we are in. They do have the same 0, 0 coordinate. So you don't need to worry about trying to align the dimensions in any sort of way. They're already aligned. So, over back in the overworld, you remember that I was negative 35, and basically we're just looking around negative 35, and we don't really care so much what that middle number is, because those that number, which is also the y coordinate, or in F3 it is the number that shows up in the middle, which is 65 right there in this dimension. That number is the same. That one you don't have to divide by 8, so we can almost ignore it. Unless if you're in a situation where you want to link up portals on multiple floors of a building, then if, say, one portal was at Y100 and another portal in the Nether, well, then that needs to be at Y100 as well. So let's go ahead and look back at here. We were at negative 35, basically negative 35. So if we divide that by 8, because we are trying to find the coordinates for the Nether for it to link up, well, that divided by 8 is going to be really close to the number 4. So negative 4 is if we wanted to get our portal to link up exactly, we would want this portal to be at negative 4. And in fact, what the game does whenever it tries to bring you to the Nether is it will try to put you at negative 4, which will be right around here, somewhere around here. But as you can see, there is nothing around us for us to spawn into. This is just open air. So this portal was naturally generated, and that's because the game looked for the closest open area to place a portal. It happened to be this right here, and so it placed a portal right there, which happened to be the closest spot that it could. So if we were having issues with other portals not linking correctly, we could come over here to negative 4, come this way to negative, oh wait, no, we're going the wrong direction. Here we are at negative 4 again, and There we go. Just about right here is where we would want to build our portal. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and build this up. There we go. Light this on fire and there we go. Go through. And if all goes according to plan, we showed up at the correct portal. Now, I do know that there is another portal over here in my world. So let's go ahead and look at this and try to create our another portal, which should link up, and both of them should be in their own separate area. Also, it's good to note this middle number right here, 56, if for some reason we would want it to add multiple portals. But right here, I'm going to go ahead and stand as close as I can. We're at negative 1790. Negative 1790. So I'm just going to go ahead and round because doing any number that's divisible by 8 is going to be probably the most useful. So that would be pretty simple at 16. So that would be negative 2. And then we can ignore the middle number. And then I'm just going to say 11 would probably be the closest number to the divisible by 8. So negative 2, 11 is going to be where we want to put our next portal in order for them to link up. We happen to link up in the portal that we just created earlier. Now let's try to go. We're already at negative 2. If we come this way to 11, there we go. We should be able to make a portal this way. So let's build off of here. Right here-ish. There we go. Is where we can place our next portal. And we should be able to go through this, and we'll be at that larger portal, hopefully. I'll go, yeah, there we go. And our other portal is right over there. So this is a good example. So we have this portal right here. I'm going to leave this portal and head over to our first portal. And you can see just the massive size difference between the locations. That portal is way over there. We jump through this portal. We are linked correctly to this, but you can see it's right there. It's so close to us in the Nether, but it seems so far away in the overworld. That would be a reason that you would want to use the Nether to get around. And who knows where this portal goes to. If we look right here, it's, what is it? Whoops, it was 9, negative 5 is what I believe it was. 9, I'm just going to write this down, negative 5. So if we wanted to create a portal in the overworld that would connect, what we would need to do is multiply by 8. So that would be 72 by negative 40. 72 by negative 40. Let's go ahead and find that in the overworld. There we are. 72 by negative 40 right here. There we go. I can't even see the other portals. There's just too much. The other one was over there. The other was on the other side of that bedrock building. So if we go through here, if all goes according to plan, there we go. We are linked correctly to that portal. Over here, we go through here. We can link up to this portal. Yep. And then if we jump back, whoops, and this is why we should be safe in the Nether, kids, then we should be in the third portal, everything linked up correctly. So that is how you can link portals in Minecraft.
Another really interesting thing about Nether portals is that it will remember if you go through a portal, that portal link for around 15-ish seconds, 300 game ticks. So if you go through and then you hop back and forth, it will remember that link. Or if you go through and then a friend goes through behind you, it will remember that link. But after a countdown timer runs out, then it will make sure to recheck that link. And if it doesn't work, then it will generate a new portal for you. I had one world where there was a bug where it just kept creating portals all the time. And it was really confusing to me that I could go through back and forth a few times, you know, within 15 seconds of each other. And then if I waited like half a minute and went through, it would generate another one. So kind of interesting that it slightly remembers a portal link, but then forgets it after about 15 seconds. One more thing before we end out the video is that I will be at so many mine fairs coming up, okay? If you're watching this as this video publishes, I'm gonna be at Mine Fair Austin, Texas, and this is all in September and October. Mine Fair Austin, Texas, Mine Fair Sacramento, California, Mine Fair Washington, DC, Mine Fair Philadelphia, Mine Fair Charleston, North Carolina, and then of course the big day of MineCon on September 29th. I'll be there at the actual live stream being a co-host on MineCon. So all those mine fairs that I just mentioned, those are places you can physically meet me. Go to minefair.com to find out more information and to see the whole schedule on their website. Thanks so much for watching this episode of OMG Craft. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. Please also make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts, and make sure you subscribe for future videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights here on OMG Craft. See you next time. Bye.